I had a stroke in 2001. I had a 1% chance of survival. I had a 9-day brain bleed. I recovered for 7 years, and I haven't had jobs since. Raise your voices, please.
I'd have to be pretty stupid to write a book about killing and then kill somebody the way I described it in my book. I'd be announcing myself as the killer. I'm not stupid.
The winner is Sharon Stone for Casino.
The Oscar-nominated and Golden Globe Award winner, Sharon Stone, has opened up about her near-death experience in 2001. Stone described experiencing a lightning bolt of pain so severe that it knocked her to the floor. When she gained consciousness, she felt confused and later learned that her brain was hemorrhaging from a ruptured vertebral artery.
So it affected your speech?
My speech, my hearing.
Walking?
Walking.
I mean, did you have to sort of start over and relearn?
Yes, everything.
All of this?
Everything.
Really?
My whole life was wiped out.
Stone was then 43. At the top of her career and in robust good health. Or so she thought. There was no injury. No migraines. No high blood pressure or diabetes. And she didn't smoke. But she was under huge emotional stress due to a marriage that was falling apart and a custody battle over her newly adopted son, who was still a toddler.
As I was recovering, my husband divorced me, married his girlfriend, and they sued me for custody of my son. And I wasn't really, I would say, certainly in retrospect, I wasn't strong enough and healthy enough to be in court several times fighting for custody.
Stroke is the third leading cause of death in women, and fifth leading cause of death in men. It's important to take a moment and mention here. Recognize the symptoms and always remember. Faster. Face drooping or uneven smile. One arm feeling weaker. Stability issues or dizziness. Talk, slurred words or unable to speak. Difficulty in one eye or double vision. When faced with any of these symptoms, react fast. Get to the hospital. And be there for the person. Sharon says, Hollywood turned its back on her.
I was alone. This is not a forgiving environment.
Stone's health slowly rebounded, thanks to time and a disciplined lifestyle. She stopped drinking, changed her diet, exercised daily, and began meditating. She continued to read and practiced memorizing lines. The more she worked at it, the more progress she made. She pushed herself to attend industry events, even if it meant painstaking hours of preparation beforehand.
Basic Instinct is has the most paused moment in movie history. In all of movie history, it is the most paused moment.
What moment would that be?
It's towards the...
I'm uncertain.
After years of sporadic TV and film appearances, Stone, who turned 65 in March 2023, says she's finally feeling fabulous again, and has emerged as a next-level version of her former self. She worked with the World Health Organization, the United Nations, the Dalai Lama, and Desmond Tutu, among others. She is outspoken about many social issues. Her memoir is aptly titled, The Beauty of Living Twice, and here she is speaking about diversity at the Hollywood Reporters Luncheon and urging women and everyone to stand up for themselves.
This look at diversity is extraordinarily important. I was invited to be your host for several reasons, because I'm loud, because I don't take any crap, and because I too am a person that has a diversity issue. I had a stroke in 2001. I had a 1% chance of survival. I had a 9-day brain bleed. I recovered for 7 years, and I haven't had jobs since. My contract changed. I have a maximum of a 14-hour day. When it first happened, I didn't want to tell anybody because if something goes wrong with you, you're out. Something went wrong with me. I've been out for 20 years. I haven't had jobs. I was a very big movie star at one point in my life. I broke a lot of glass ceilings with the top of my head. I want to tell you that it hurt. It hurt to get paid. It hurt to fight with studio heads. It hurt to make boundaries about who could come in my trailer and what they could ask for. Boundaries about the fact that I didn't want to sign my contract in my makeup trailer on the day that I started a show. It hurt to say that I had, like any corporation, the opportunity to have my lawyer read my contract and that I didn't have to start the show signing my unread contract in the makeup trailer. This has caused me a lot of problems in the business. This has caused me not to be hired. Diversity can mean more than one thing. Diversity can be an injury. Diversity can be the color of your skin. Diversity can mean standing up for yourself. If you are diverse, you must demand a position in this business. We are here to raise our voices to demand for you. We demand that you be seen. We demand that you be heard. I would have loved to have been heard, but since I wasn't, I decided to work so that you could be heard. I have spent the last 20 years plus working for the World Health Organization, working for the United Nations, working for governments all over the world so that you can be heard. It is important to me that your diversity does not get wiped out by this anti-woke bullshit idea in our country. This democratic experiment means a lot. It means a lot. The extreme pushing of a controlled government society, whatever you want to call it, whatever people want to label it, is also an experiment. It doesn't mean that it is happening. It means that it is an experiment to see if you will eat it. Will you eat a controlled government? Will you eat a controlled studio system? What will you eat? Or will you stand up and be counted? Raise your voices, please.